See the stumbling blocks as you slipped on cracks. It's commandment laws, so we need to stay on track. Your heart as a house at mercy, put it on my back. One body with your house shy, no, so we can't move slack.
First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahar, Kadash. Loving honors to the elders of the house of David that will and teach you, and shalom to the hopeful elect and the people out there that are ministering for this truth. Shalom.
Yes, King, how are you? All right. My name is Paradise. Together with the Bible people. How about every Sabbath to wake up our people and make them know who they are? What's your nationality? Our name is Ashanti. Ashanti. Do you know Ashanti's in the Bible? Yeah, Ashanti's in the Bible. And the people of Ashan, they got vibrations like the Feast of Trumpets, where they blow trumpets. And they got this in their garments, well, some of them, and 10-day clothing. Because this is a commandment. You are a Hebrew. You'll be considered a Jew of the Bible. A couple of verses I want to bring out to show you, yeah? Get the Jew ready with 28 and 50.
This is Joshua chapter 19. The book of Joshua chapter 19 and verse 1. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. Verse 7. And Rimmon and Ether and Ashan.
And who?
And Ashan.
And Ashan.
4 cities and their villages.
Right. So these came out of the lineage of Judah. So you'd be from the tribe of Judah. But these broke down into different sects of their names. Do you understand? This is the curses which happen to us when we're divided. Because you look, someone can think you are Jamaican or think you are Portuguese, Brazilian. Because you've been taken, you see this here? You got taken from the west coast of Africa and brought there. So it would have been like your brother would have got taken or your son would have got taken. And now we're divided and conquered. Now I would call myself in the world Jamaican and they would call someone else Brazilian. But we are not. We are the Israelites of the Bible. This is how it started.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Yeah.
But it shall come to pass,
So it shall come to pass, this will happen,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
if you don't listen.
to observe to do all his commandments
All his commandments, love each other, don't kill each other, don't eat pork.
and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses
That all
shall
these what?
That all these curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So now there's curses on us. Why do we kill each other in the head? Yo, Dad, you're not from Tottenham. My head is, yo, you're not from Bridge, you're not from Harlesden. Where are you from? Why do we do this? Why? Over postcode that we don't own. In the Bible it says we're going to kill each other. Get that one.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very
So
delicate.
you used to be so tender. I call you, yes brother, how are you king? You used to be tender and delicate. Yo, I got some Cersei, I got some vibes for you. I got something to make you grow and be healthy. Now we're not like that. Everyone's like, yo, I got my thing, I'm good. Look what it says.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Yo, you're not from this postcode.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
This is what happens to us. We got black on black violence, we end up getting incarcerated or dead.
Right.
Read on.
That's right. So it says, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave.
We're the highest in jail. The highest. We're the ones who's getting incarcerated for slapping their women. Enough man in jail for that. And then it's so sad because out of my friends, too many of them got a baby mother that they're not with. Take a flyer and read into this thing. Because you're not a black boy. Your skin is dark brown. You are an Israelite. Take care, King. Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom, King. Yeah, man. As you know, the views, this is the Sabbath. We have to keep the commandments. We have to wake up. We have to try and stay diligent and true in this thing, which is keeping the commandments of the Most High, so we can get our kingdom back, man. It's very long trying to wake up our people. They're stuck in the way of loving everybody, but everybody don't love you. That's what I don't understand.
Right.
When I look at these heathens, I know they don't love me. I have to keep praying and praying and fasting and being delicate. Even towards my own wife, got to make sure that I'm staying true and humble in this thing. Very difficult. But yo, let's come out with the Nazarite news so we can see of what's going forth in the day-to-day society. What's happening in this world.
Right. I'll get a couple first, yeah? Is that right? Alright, so yeah, basically there's been some unrest, like a civil uproar in Dublin, in Ireland, because after a knife attack on a woman and 3 children that seriously wounded a 5-year-old girl. And basically what it is I think the guy who done it was of like an Ishmaelite or something descent. So now they're uprising against anti-immigrant. So all these Irish guys in Ireland, like in Dublin, are having an uproar about anti-immigration. So it's getting to that point out there where they might just see an Ishmaelite or a hijab or anyone like that and put it on them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what's that precept where every man
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 14, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Yes.
There shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into their own land.
Yeah. And that's what's going to be happening, man. Everyone's going to see their own and join with them, innit? We already know that the Ishmaelites are already doing that in them eastern areas like Iran, Iraq, even Israel, in Palestine.
Even in Poland, they don't allow immigrants in, man.
Yeah, that's
They say, listen, we're not having none of them at all.
Yeah, that's it, man. And not just that, even in the last few weeks, on the weekends, with these protests in London and that, you've got the EDL, the skinhead Esos. They're having it out as well.
Yeah.
Like, you look at all the comments on these videos, they're like, look how these heathen going on like this in our country.
Yeah.
Like, if this was us, do you know what I mean? If there was a whole, like, it's like there's so many police there to protect these Ishmaelites, but then when it's to do with like Jake or Esau, they're not there like that. So it's because it's gonna be coming soon, man. These race wars. Do you know what I mean? So we need to be circumspect about that, man, and know what we're doing in these days. So yeah, that's one thing. What's it? On another topic, what's it? The US Army is having difficulty now recruiting. Yeah. So now they're trying to, because remember when this whole pandemic happened, yeah, they basically, if they didn't get the poke, if they didn't get the they had to leave the army. A lot of soldiers had to leave because of that. Now they're calling them same people back to the army because they're having trouble recruiting out there. And this is the thing, this is what we've got to understand. Most of the army out there, I would say a majority of it is well, I wouldn't say majority actually, because it is mainly Esau in the army like that. But Jake and Northern Kingdom, they're in there too, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's their way of trying to, and this is why we can't be fighting a war that's not gonna be our war, really, innit? That's the war that's gonna happen between these nations, and we don't need to have a part of that. Even over here, we don't want to be joining none of that stuff, man. Let them do what they got to do. Let prophecies unfold. Do you know what I mean? And be hopeful that we're saved in them days, man. But yeah, basically, what's it? They're recruiting soldiers who were kicked out for refusing to get the jab. The army sent the letters to about 1,900 active duty soldiers who were separated for refusing to get the jab, according to the military task log. So that's just showing you, man. That's something serious, man. Because you know, Esau, that's his might, innit? His might is his army, man, and it always has been since the Roman Empire. Not even that, even the Greek Empire. Their strength, their arm has always been their military force, you know. And if they're having problems with it now, do you know what I mean? It's showing a lot, man. It's showing a lot. You wanna bring something out?
Yeah, can't.
Go on.
Are you finished?
No, I've got a couple more. But
No. I was looking for a precept. I can't find it.
Daniel 9.
Well done.
Daniel 9 and 25. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 25. And it reads, "Know therefore and understand that from going forth of the commandments to restore, to build Jerusalem unto Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again,
Is that 9?
and the wall, even to the troublous times."
No, that's not.
No, it's 8. It's 8. Yeah. Right.
It's 11.
That's right.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And it reads, "And though through his
And through.
and through his policy
Yeah.
also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand,
That's right. Go
and
on.
he shall magnify himself in his heart,
Yeah.
and by peace shall destroy many.
Yeah.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes,
Yeah.
but he shall be broken without hand."
That's right. And you know, Esau, his craftiness has got him where he is today. Do you know what I mean? And it always prospers in his hand, innit? Because, you know, the Most High has given the earth over to the hand of the wicked.
That's right.
So he's gonna prosper in these times, you know, and then he's gonna talk peace, but there's no peace with him, man. He's got a sword ready behind his back. You know what I mean?
He's going to stand up against the Prince of Princes.
Exactly.
And they're going to need their military forces, man.
Yeah,
to
that's
stand
right.
up against the Prince of Princes.
That's right. That's right.
One piece.
Go on.
Isaiah chapter 10.
Go on.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Yes.
and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, man, and that's what they're doing. They're making all these decrees, man, and all these laws and that. Do you know what I mean?
And it backfires against them.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
It actually backfires against them because they're finding out, right? Okay, we need them guys back, man. They need a recall, man. And if they don't turn back, they haven't committed treason because by you kick them out of the army. So you recalling them, they might say we wanna rise if you get us back. They want to pick because they only go to the army for a pay rise
And for a stay.
and for a stay in the country to get little. But when they get kicked out of the force, you know it's like they don't get no job opportunities. You know what I mean? It's harder for them to live.
Them things will go out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head." So what's done in the old was done in the new. It's going to happen again. They all hate thee. They're making noise again. They're lifting up their head. They're getting higher and higher, thinking, "Yeah, we need to get all our armies and war ready, battle ready."
That's right. That's right. Got a precept. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse. I'll start at 6. It says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." Yeah, and that's what we're doing, man. You know, we're complaining continually, man. You know? just like all the other brothers out there as well.
That's right.
And sisters, man, we're crying continually. It says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Yeah, because that's what they do, man. All this craftiness that they do is only towards the innocent.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? They're trying to get the innocent.
That's right. This goes first.
Go on, go on.
And anyone that's in the army and that,
Go on.
you guys are done for anyway. Because you've joined onto them, man.
Made a covenant with them.
Yeah,
Can't.
you've joined onto them, man. Alright, you're done for. You need to repent from that if you're a Jew or if you're any Ephraim, man.
Yeah.
If you're, alright, you need to repent if you're Judah or Ephraim. Because what it is, our people might have woken up from that. Like, what you want me to get your madness that they're seeing that everyone's getting mashed up from? And then they might have, that could have been that wake up call for them, man, to say, you know what, let me find out what's going on.
Cut.
Then they watch one of the Israelite teachings and it starts building them up in the spirit.
That's right. That's right. Because all they're teaching you is lies, really, man.
Yes.
This is the truth. And with their lies, like it says, through his policy, all his policies are unrighteous decrees. They're all built on lies. So when you fall into that, that's another snare that you have to be able to get away from in order to come back to the Heavenly Father, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor.
That's right.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasters of his heart desire, and blessed are the covetous, whom the Lord adoreth.
So it's basically just going into, like, obviously through his devices he wants to create his armies, and now that he no one wants to take the jab, and the majority of the people that are probably left are probably going to be southern and northern kingdom of our people. They ain't got their what they used to call us, we was the frontliners in the old armies. We used to be at the front line, that we used to take the first fall, and then they will continue on. But now that they've made that decree of you have to take the job or you can't work, and people left, they've been taking that in their own crafty devices are working against them now, because no one wants to go into that business no more because of what they've done.
That's right, and they're seeing through them. He's being revealed. You know what I mean? The whole of the so-called Middle East are screaming death to America, man. Do you know what I mean? All of them countries there. So he's being revealed.
East.
That's right. Russia,
China, and Islam.
it's prophecy, man.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah, man. If you got a prudent king, a wise king, you're gonna have a decent army. You know what I mean? If you got a decent colonel, a decent lieutenant, right? Because you know you're gonna go on the battlefield, man. So if you're in the battlefield, then you're gonna want to make sure everything's in order, isn't it? If you're not following your own orders, but you want them to follow it, they're gonna turn around and say, well, how come you're not putting on the Teflon? How come you're not getting the jabs? So there must be some poison in that, man. I mean.
Yeah, because all the doctors and them higher people there, they weren't taking it.
Yeah, they weren't taking it.
You know, I had someone see someone on holiday and that, some big doctor, you know what I mean, and he was just giving him the lowdown, like, yeah, all us big doctors, we didn't take none of that.
Tony Blair was saying back in the days, man, when the children was meant to get all of them immunizations and that.
Yeah.
He's never letting his child take that stuff, man. But he was prime minister when it was issued out. So look at that hypocrisy, man.
Like, it's the same thing with the music as well. A lot of these artists say that I wouldn't let my children listen to the old music they make. Some of the time.
Yes, it's Cardi B syndrome, man.
Yeah.
When is
Said
the
I'll never let
Until our mum starts saying,
Cardi
look
let my
at
children
Cardi
listen.
B. What's going on?
it's the same with Gates, isn't it? Gates said his children not taking it.
Yeah.
But you're ministering it, but you're saying your children are not taking it.
Man, what does the scientist have to do with the health? He's electro. But his science is not the science of health.
Medical.
Medical.
Yeah,
he's not that science.
Yeah, but not even that. What's his name? Bill Gates.
Gates,
What's
yeah.
he had to do with anything?
Yeah, he does with physical side. Physics.
Yeah.
You know?
Electronics
Physics and that isn't the same as
Biology.
biology.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And he's a top guy in all these flipping organizations that deal with these jabs.
Abominations.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get what's his name, Tony Stark's trying to compete with the Hulk. You know what I mean? They're two different scientists.
Yeah, that's right. And on another thing, he's that guy Bill Gates, he's buying up all the land out there to start farming and do all sorts of madness with the food. Do you know what I mean? Because remember, they want to be, put it out just then, they want to be like the Most High. They're trying to be the Most High in everything. They've tried to rename everything. Like the animals, you go onto an animal and you click on Wikipedia, they have some Latin name for it.
Splice the genes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Push clouds in the sky to alter weather and make it
rain and that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They do the utmost, man. The uttermost, man.
That's right. And he's being revealed, man, because not everyone's falling for it.
They even get the sand from under the sea and create their own islands, man. And move it and make little naval bases all around China, man. From Africa to China, there's lands that they've made and ports they've made. And you've seen they got lines where the Chinese say this is our seas, and you got the Somalis saying, look, if you bring your things around here, the pirates and that, they'll start taking your boats. Because them man are like battleships, man. They're making their own little naval bases. They want to be like the Most High, man, all of them. Even Asia, they're that rich, man. They've made themselves like unto Babylon.
That's right, all of them.
All of them.
The Moabites, the Ammonites, all of them, man. Ishmaelites. You look at their kingdoms over there, man, like Saudi Arabia, like going back 20 years, 30 years, it was nothing like that. That was all built up within these last 20 years.
Most I said he's gonna throw it down.
That's right. That's right. They have, they have to import like 80% of their food and that.
Look at our brothers.
Bro, you need to come out of that, man. Come out of that lifestyle, man. Serious. Take off your headphones and come out of that.
Right.
Look at there.
Fire,
Yeah, man. So
Ash, man.
They import like 80 to 90% of their food, Saudi Arabia. Do you know what I mean?
Yo.
Yeah. Well, you got something?
The wife just pushed him and said, go over there and talk with them.
Straight.
And he's saying 1 second he wants to go back to the wife. Man, I've done it.
This is Hamas, does not call for only the killing of the Amalekites and eliminating Israel. If you are a Christian, a member of another religion, or even participate in your local Rotary Club or the Lions, Hamas also consider you an enemy too. So this is how they're going on out there now, man. They catch a Christian out there doing their thing, trying to, whatever they're doing, whether they're preaching the gospel or wickedness, they're still gonna get taken in that too, man. So even in those countries now, be it having the Bible is a big thing out there, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They already started destroying it in certain places in those areas. You're not allowed to have a Bible. I think even in Iran, they've got that. So let me get a quick precept for that. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh." Yeah, man, and you know the 12 tribes are scattered abroad, man. So there's definitely Israelites or Gentiles in those countries there, man. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. Well, I had the number one, but yeah. Go on.
Yeah, Proverbs.
What is the state of burning here as well?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 16 and verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. So yeah, man, if your ways are true, and your ways are right, you'll be able to preach the word, man, in front of Hamas, right, in front of all of them, man. Right, because the Most High will guide your steps, man. He'll protect you, man. But then, still, if you read Matthew chapter 5, right, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you."
That's to the T. Because even in the world, there's a sister that I used to go to church with, and my mum said how she stood up on the stand and tried to give her testimony how she's under David Lynn's ministry, and I was like, okay, well, let me speak to her, like, you know. But my mum's told her, how I'm an Israelite previously. So I tried to contact her and she wanted nothing to do with me. She said, oh yeah, I don't want to hear about the Israelites, and she persecuted me. She said I'm in the wrong thing and it's wickedness what I believe. I said, wait a second. I said, I'm coming, and me and my brothers, we're coming with what the word says, and only that. That's what the scripture says. You're going to be persecuted for righteousness' sake.
That's right.
It's Jeremiah chapter 20 and verse 1.
Read out.
Now, Pashur, the son of Imar, the priest, who was also chief governor in the house of the Lord, Yahweh, heard that Jeremiah prophesied these things. Then Pashur smote Jeremiah, the prophet, and put him in the stocks that were in the high gates of Benjamin, which was by the house of Yahweh. Like the brother said, man, he got smote him, man. Smote him with words, man. But Jeremiah literally got smoked down, man. Alright, Paul smoked down. John the Baptist smoked down, man. I don't think as you come into this truth, you're thinking, it's just you're just gonna be in this truth and nothing else ain't gonna go on, man.
Yeah.
You get one.
Get Matthew 24 and 3.
You get one more. Isaiah. Yeah, get Amos 5 and 10. Get Isaiah.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Yeah, man. So they'll hate you over there in Hamas, man. If you're trying to tell them that Ishmael has got nothing to do with this. That's the bondwoman, man. That's not the free woman. Here you go. We're the children of the free woman, man. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 14. And judgment is turned away backwards, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the streets, and iniquity cannot enter. Sorry, not iniquity. And equite cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, sorry. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him, and there was no judgment. So yeah, man, there was no righteous judgment for the people of the scripture, man. Right. The Most High is looking, and it's displeasing him, man. That how they're persecuting righteous ones, man.
Right.
That doesn't make him like, oh yeah, just persecuting someone that's reading his word. That pisses him off, man. Like we said to the sister last week, the apples of the Most High's eye, man. You're going there touching the saints and smiting the saints. That's why it says the way you persecuted the saint, double, man. In that same manner you persecuted him, you're going to receive that double, man.
God.
And that shows you regeneration as well.
Yeah, so a bit more on the Nazarite news. Can you get Matthews 4 and 7 for me? So as we know, there's been a lot of earthquakes all over the world, man, and it's more signs. That's what we were told. So it says, read that first one.
This is Matthew chapter 4 verse 7. Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt Yahweh thy power.
So it says, after experiencing 700 earthquakes on Tuesday, Iceland's meteorologist said on Wednesday mornings that the country has experienced another 800 since midnight. That the earthquakes came after researchers detected sulfur dioxide and a gas that indicates magma is near to the ground surface. The office has also detected measures of sulfur dioxide, which according to the US Geology Survey has a colorless gas and a pungent odor that can irritate people's eyes, noses and throats. The gas is released when magma is relatively near to the surface. If it's detected the volcano isn't erupting, it can indicate that it will soon. So these volcanoes are soon to erupt. It reads on, the most recent update shows 3 new eruptions, bringing the list a total of 19 eruptions at once. This list does not include in the erupting volcanoes. The new volcanic eruptions, some people voicing their concerns on social media. The volcano eruptions have simultaneously been in Italy, Iceland, Japan, Mexico, Russia and the Philippines. So yeah, man, the Most High said you're going to know all of these eruptions are going to be happening. Get second.
At the same time as well.
At the same time. Get second Edra 16 and 12 for me, please, King.
Did you, what did you say, 24?
Nah, get second Edra 16 and 12. Get some.
That's been happening a lot.
Yeah. This is second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 12. And it reads, the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power.
So all of these things have to be done. We know his word will not return unto him void. Everything the Bible says is going to happen is going to happen. They're seeing it and not understanding it and trying to guess, oh, the sulfur dioxide is close. They don't know. Yo, all of these things have to happen. The whirlwinds, the flooding, the destruction. It has to happen, and then the Most High will return.
This is Psalms 104 and 31. The glory of Yahweh shall endure forever, and Yahweh shall rejoice in his works. He looketh on the earth, and it trembleth.
And it what?
And it trembleth.
It's going to tremble. The earthquake's going to happen. The volcano eruptions are going to happen, and it's going to be known.
He toucheth his hills, and they smoke.
That's right. That smoke that they're talking about, that sulfur, that things that seems odorless, but it's going to hurt people's eyes, eyes. Abomination. And yeah, man, it has to happen. And that's what we're waiting for patiently.
I've got a preset. This is Joel 2 and verse 10. The earth shall quake before them.
That's right.
The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
That's right.
Yeah, that sounds like that gloomy day, man. The day of the Lord that's coming. You know, so like the brother's saying, there will be signs. Obviously, we know this before that notable day, man.
Get one more. Get Nahum 1 and 2.
Nahum 1 and 2.
This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, power is jealous.
He is what?
Power is jealous. And Yahweh revengeth and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
That's right.
Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
And what?
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
He's going to let them go.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
That's right.
Yahweh have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Get verse 5.
Verse 5, it says, the mountains quake at him.
The what?
And
The mountains quake at him.
And the hills melt, and the earth is burnt at his presence.
That's right.
Yea, the world and all that dwell therein. That's right.
All that dwell therein. We are dwelling on this land, and we're going to see it. Our children are going to see it. The heathens are going to see it. We will all see it. They're going to not know what it is, but we will know, because he reveals his secrets unto his prophets, man.
Okay.
This is not for everybody to understand, and the ones who do, all praises. Obviously, we could hope that it could be for everybody, but he already told us that the sinners of my people shall die. Sorry, in Amos. Let me get 2 more. Can you get me Jeremiah 32 and 27?
Let me Joel chapter 2 and verse 30. I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke.
32:27.
And that's what happens, isn't it? When earthquakes happen, it moves the equator plates, which causes the volcanic uproar.
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 27. Behold, I am Yahweh, the power of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
Is there anything too hard for the Most High? No, there isn't. We know there's nothing too hard for the Most High. We know he does all of these things. Let's look at what's going on in the world, yeah? This is a quick clip of what's happening over in Saudi right now, man. Their camels.
Since last week.
So
Reportedly, floods hit different areas of Saudi Arabia, including the holy
They got
cities Mecca
flooded
and Medina.
in
Visuals
Saudi
showing
right now.
heavy rain flooding the roads and properties in Jeddah, a Saudi Arabian city which is surrounded by the desert.
جامعة الملك عبد العزيز النموذجية، وهو المشروع الجديد الذي انتهى مؤخرا عام 2019.
Due to the floods, people are struggling. Many cars were seen stranded due to the surging water levels. Streets were inundated. Many houses were affected. Classes in schools and universities have also been suspended in some areas. This is not the first time the Desert Kingdom has reported floods. In 2009, floods left 120 people dead, and in 2011, 10 people died due to the floods.
there you go. He's making his judgment known throughout the earth. Look at it, he's flooding them bad. Their Lambos, their camels are getting flooded and washed away. And all their oil riches that they're able to profit from. The Most High is going to make it known, yo, I can wash this whole thing away clean.
We are now available in your country. Download the app now to get all the news on the go.
So, okay, go on, please.
Like a lie.
Oh, yeah,
It doesn't show.
Ezekiel 30:30. Sorry, this one here.
Yeah, look. That's live streaming now. Look. It's not like that.
This was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get this. This is Ezekiel chapter 30. Get Ezekiel 13 or 13 for me, please, King.
This is Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 13. And it reads, Therefore thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, I will even rent it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in mine anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it.
The Most High is going to do all of these things to his enemies. He's going to do all of these things to his enemies. It's going to rain upon them. And we just have to stay diligent in the truth.
There's more than that, yeah. 14. So will I break down the wall that ye have daubed with untempered mortar, and bring it down to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered, and it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
That's right.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
I see that as well in Saudi, man. It's just crazy. Like, they're all walking around the stone. Next minute, they're getting flung like a chair in the wind, bro. Serious. It's crazy. And it's happened. They had the locusts a few months in there, remember? What was it? Was it locusts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they've had storms in there as well. And this is Mecca, man. This is Saudi, man. This is like a hot deserty country, and it's having storms, you know, like big storms. So you know the Most High is dealing with he's jacking them up, man. These Ishmaelites, because you know, like I was saying, that they hate the West, innit? They've got so much evil and envy and hate towards the West, and they're coming together, man. They're coming together literally right now. You know, because Ishmael is a wild man, man. He dwells amongst his brethren. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the Most High is showing him that, you know, all right, he might have been blessed with his 12 princes, but boy, he's still gonna get his judgment same way. Was he like third on the list?
Yeah. Third on the list, yeah. And then last but not least,
no, he's second. Esau, then Ishmael.
Yeah.
Then Moab.
Even worse.
Last but not least, we know obviously the war with the Hamas, how they entered into the hospitals and started killing and bombing off the hospitals. And the Israeli forces are talking about it. They're saying Hamas, like, oh, they're trying to catch the Hamas and trying to destroy them, but they know they're destroying little ones. And we know Gaza has to be destroyed. Let's get that. Amos.
This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity.
Why is this happening?
Because they carried away the captive of the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom.
Yes, that's right.
But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof.
That's right.
And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon, and I will return my hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, saith the Lord.
And I got a precept.
Right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25 and verse 7. And it reads, And he will destroy in his mountain the face of the covering, the cast over all the people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And he will swallow up the deaf in victory, and the Lord God will wipe away the tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from all the earth. So all of this has to happen. The Palestinians have to go through this torment and disaster for us to get our land back. So when we get
and the Israelis, all of them have to go through it, man.
That's right.
That's right.
This, because what they've done to the Negroes and Hispanics, this whole world is getting jacked up because the Most High is the real. It's not no hocus pocus Harry Potter thing, man.
And the worst thing is they say, oh, forget about slavery. Forget about what we did to your ancestors. Let's just move forward. We're all one. We're all equal. Nah, bro.
And peace
Arabs,
for Palestine.
The Arabs, the Palestinians, the Caucasians, they've all had Negroes, the chosen people in slavery, man.
That's right. I got precept.
So they all have to. They're killing all praises to the Most High that they're killing each other.
That's right.
Calm.
That's right.
All right.
And it's prophecy for them to kill each other. It has to happen.
Like, let them do their thing, man. Don't upset the will of God, innit? And the thing is, they're upset with the elites and the colonels and the armies and that.
But God hardens their
But
heart.
they're not. Why be upset with the people that you live in the government system, man? You live amongst the government system. You wouldn't have your damn cars, your electric, your bills that you pay to. They want that war to happen, man. You're going against the people that you live up to, man. That you live for, man. You're going against the grain of your whole society. That's why the people are crazy, man. The people are actually bonkers.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's why we don't care, man. Go flee. Like, go on. You have to flee from this thing, man. Go on.
Come on. We've got to finish that. Let's just get Nahum 3 and 6.
Nahum chapter 3 and verse 6. He says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock."
You see that? You see?
Let me see what it says. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1 says, "Woe to the bloody city."
What?
Woe to the bloody city.
It is full of lies and robbery.
So Palestinian, the Israelis, what they think, that's a bloody city, man. Our ancestors died there and had to flee from there. England is a bloody city. Woe to all these cities. America is a bloody place, man. Read it again.
It says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." So it says, the noise. Shall I carry on?
No, that's it on that. But yeah, woe to the bloody
Wait,
city.
let me skip to 4. Let me skip to 4.
Get 4.
This is 4. It says, "Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favoured harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms,
That's right.
and families through her witchcrafts.
That's right.
Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." That's what I was saying earlier, man. They're being revealed, man. You know, the East, you know, all the Ishmaelites in the East, they're not scared of Babylon no more.
Nah, they
Do you
want
know what I
more,
mean?
man.
They're saying they're strong now, innit? They've got their own nuclear weapons. Iran is supposedly supplying Russia with certain things. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're up there now. They're not that third world country that you would see on the TV now, because that's all the Western media will show you, that these countries, they can't even fend for themselves, innit?
Right.
You know, you got to donate to a child here and there and all of that, like all this, you know. But really, behind the scenes, Iran's got a underground city of nukes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man. Israel, we know what it is. Keep the commandments. All praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Baharakah Kadash, man. So yeah, that's the Nazarite news.